A split verdict here in the federal trial against Milwaukee County Judge Hannah Dugan. She is found guilty on count number 2, which was around the obstruction charge, and then not guilty around the concealment charge, which is a misdemeanor. I want to talk now with John Diedrich, investigative reporter for the Milwaukee Sentinel. Split verdict here, but she is guilty on the more serious charge.
That's right, and the that is that she obstructed federal agents from arresting a defendant who came to her court and was in the country illegally. And so we're going to see an appeal right away. Her team highlighted the fact that it was split and feel like they have a good chance to bring a case back to Judge Edelman to have that conviction maybe set aside.
You've covered a lot of federal trials. This jury took about, 5, almost 6 hours.
That's right.
A split verdict, kind of unusual?
It is, and it was interesting because both counts had similar elements to them, and there was an answer to a question for the first count that then was a little bit different to the second one, and the foreperson who we talked to when he came out said they followed Judge Edelman's guidance faithfully, but he also said he wasn't feeling good about the verdict. So it was sort of interesting and he didn't elaborate any more at this point, but yeah, to your point, it is unusual, and it does appear that there's a strong grounds for appeal.
So the next step, though, would be potentially sentencing, right? Mm-hmm. And this charge that she's found guilty on carries a prison sentence up to 5 years. The other one was a misdemeanor, had about a 1-year potential.
That's right, and it's important to know these 5 years are maxes, and it's unlikely when you have somebody who's nonviolent offender, first time, all that sort of thing, that it would be unlikely that she would get a prison term. But a felony is no small thing, and so I think it's important to understand that this is a win for the government. It is, even though it's a split verdict, it's a win for the government. They have not set a sentencing date right now, and that's partially because of this appeal to the judge to say we think that this conviction should be set aside.
Yeah, so because we heard from Steve Biskubic, who is one of the lead attorneys for Judge Dugan, and he's indicating it's not over.
That's right. That's right. And and they've been really planning for an appeal anyway. They had immunity claims early, and they wanted to take that up. This is a little bit of a wrinkle of a split. So their first fight is going to be taking it to Judge Edelman himself and say, hey, based on this split decision, Judge, we would like you to set aside the conviction of the jury.
We did hear from Brad Sentinel. He's the interim U.S. attorney here for the Eastern District, and he was calling people to be peaceful with this verdict, and also talking about that this was a serious case brought before jurors.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, and so Brad Sentinel used to be in state law enforcement as the DA in Waukesha, and he talked about how safe it is to make arrests in courthouses as other places. He also said this is about one day, one particularly bad day in his.
He's not an evil person.
That's right, and was really calling for calm and so forth. He was also praising the team that he inherited because he's the interim U.S. attorney, came here not that long ago.
He's John Diedrich, investigative reporter with Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. I'm Charles Benson with TMJ4.